Call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Mayor Calvert,
Present.
Norma Holzhauer, Dennis Finch,
Present.
Pam Sitton,
Here.
Herman Mulvihill,
Present.
Brett Huffstadler. We have a quorum.
You feeling better, Bill?
Yes, sir.
You had the minutes ready?
Yes. That's 4 sets. Council meeting May 10th, 2011, meeting called to order at 7:05 p.m. Roll was called with Mayor J.L. Calvert present. Council present were Norma Holzhauer, Dennis Finch, Pam Sitton, and Herman Mulvihill. Quorum being present, meeting proceeded. Minutes of April 12 were read. Council Sitton moved to accept as read. Council Finch seconded. Motion carried unanimously. Financial reports of April 2011 were read. The general fund, the 2 and 7 road account, the 4, 5, and 6 road account, and the capital improvements fund. Council Mulvihill moved to accept as read. Council Holzhauer seconded. Motion carried unanimously. There were no reports of committees, officers. There were no petitions. Mayor read the letter of approval from ADM approving solid waste management plan. There were no communications read, and there were no orders to read. Other business. The clerk brought up the need for a policy of a fee to be charged for copies of documents, suggesting $3 for the first 5 pages and 35 cents for each page thereafter, with the person or person requested said documents to have correct change, no check. Council Sitton moved that this fee for documents be the policy in the future for the town. Council Finch seconded. Motion carried unanimously. Clerk reported he had numbers of written requests for notifications of council meetings under Alabama 1975 Code Section 36-12-40. The clerk asked that be the policy of the town to require those requested notifications be required to send a self-addressed envelope as allowed under the 1975 Alabama Code Sections 36-25A-3, A, and 6. Also, copies of minutes be made available by appointment to the clerk Monday through Friday. Council Sitton moved that policy be installed. Council Finch seconded. Motion carried unanimously. Clerk read the proposed legal notice to publish the notice of the host government hearing on the proposed landfill on June 13, 2011, to be published in the Blunt Banner Herald. Council Finch moved to publish. Council Sitton seconded. Motion carried unanimously. Mayor reported that Boy Scouts requested a project they could do to earn merit badges. The mayor suggested the Scouts be allowed to paint the fire hydrants. Discussion followed. Debris removal also discussed. The amount of paint needed was discussed. It was agreed that this would be a good project for the Scouts. Council Finch brought up the drainage problem on Smith Mill Road. Discussion followed. Council Mulvihill said he would get some estimates and bring them to the next regular council meeting. Council Finch moved that Council Mulvihill get 2 estimates on the ditch work needed on Smith Mill Road. Council Sitton seconded. Motion carried unanimously. The mayor brought up the possibility of a COPS grant and trying to get one. Discussion followed. Council Finch advised the clerk. Council Sitton worked on this first step, getting the DUNS number. The grant will pay 100% for 3 years, and the town pay for 1 year. Council Sitton moved the COPS grant be pursued. Council Holzhauer seconded. Motion carried unanimously. Council Sitton brought up the stump removal needed at the park site. Mayor Calvert advised on the cost of the machine running costs. Mayor Calvert advised he would operate the machine and donate his time. More discussion followed. Council Finch moved we set aside $1,044 plus diesel cost of $500 to use for stump removal and work on the park site. The clerk advised the last deposit from the state capital improvement funds now had $3,339 in it. Council Finch moved the money be assessed from the capital funds improvement fund to do the stump removal and work needed. Council Finch spoke about the need to have the mayor have the authority to hire an attorney when needed. Council Finch moved to give the mayor authority to hire an attorney as needed at the mayor's discretion when needed. Council Sitton seconded. The motion carried unanimously. The subject of tornado damage was brought up. The subject of shelter was brought up and the need for such. The subject of the warning system was discussed. The mayor asked Council Finch to contact EMA about this. The mayor brought the need for a podium to be used for speakers at meetings and hearings. Council Sitton moved that $150 be used to purchase a podium that was needed. Council Finch seconded the motion, carried unanimously. Council Sitton suggested the town celebrate a Founder's Day on August 27, 2011, as the town was incorporated on August 30th, 1957. Council Sitton so moved the town's first Founder's Day be celebrated. Motion carried unanimously. Mayor brought the subject of street signs that are in need of being replaced. Discussion followed. It was agreed to get a list of signs needed and discuss at the next regular meeting. Mayor said the floor was open for public comment on any subject such a landfill, as there would be a public hearing on the matter on June 13, 2011, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Blount County DA Pamela Casey asked for the mayor's comment on the landfill moratorium. The mayor replied he had no comment. One person asked about hiring an attorney. Mr. Louis Van Cleek asked about the number of stray dogs running around. He was referred to the Blount County Sheriff's Office, who does have an officer to deal with this. Another person asked about the park project. Mayor advised it's been ongoing for several years. Another person asked about the process of appointing a council member when there was a resignation. Mayor advised they were nominated and voted on at the council's discretion. Council Sitton moved to adjourn. We united council report.
Any questions, comments?
On the second page, Bill?
Yeah.
Meetings.
Yeah, I saw that. I already put an X on it.
Okay.
Mr. Finch?
On 2 paragraphs above that, the word authority is missing after the word mayor.
Yeah, I've made a note of it.
Anything else? Is there a motion to accept with changes?
I'll make a motion to accept the changes.
Second.
Is that all in favor? Proceed, Bill.
Okay, a meeting of Town Council June the 1st, 2011. Meeting is called to order at 6:04 p.m. by Mayor Calvert. Roll is called with Mayor J.L. Calvert present. Council members present were Norma Holzhauer, Dennis Finch, Pam Sitton, and Herman Mulvihill. The quorum being present, meeting proceeded. Mayor Calvert stated this meeting had been called for 2 specific reasons. First, to fill the vacant council seat formerly held by Mr. Ralph Calvert, who resigned, and to consider the petition for de-annexation received on February the 8th, 2011, signed by some residents and some non-residents. Council Finch moved to suspend regular meeting procedures and get to these 2 items. Council Holzhauer seconded, motion carried unanimously. The clerk read the petition for de-annexation. Council Sitton moved to get a lawyer to advise the town on how to proceed. Councilman Overhill seconded, motion carried unanimously. Mayor then spoke of the council seat vacancy. Council Finch advised he had spoken with Mr. Donald Hagel, who had advised he was not interested. Mr. Hagel, who was in the office again, advised he was not interested at this time. The mayor spoke of others who had been approached. Council Sitton spoke of Mr. Brett Huffstuff's qualifications in his regular job as a paramedic firefighter and a role in that regard that he might be able to assist the town. Council Mulvihill moved that Mr. Brett Huffstuff would be appointed to fill the vacancy at council place number 5. Council Finch seconded. Mayor asked for a roll call voice vote. The mayor's vote was as follows. Mayor Calvert, yes. Councilors Holzhauer, yes. Finch, yes. Sitton, yes. Mulvihill, yes. The clerk administered the oath of office. Mr. Huffstutler signed the oath and took council seat place 5. Council Finch moved to adjourn. William Ivy reported.
Just change the to then.
Yeah.
Okay, that.
I got it.
Anything else? All right, is there a motion to accept with changes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Minutes of the host government approval hearing held on June 13, 2011. Hearing called to order at 7:04 p.m. for Mayor J.L. Calvert. Actually, that's 6:04 p.m. Roll was called with Mayor Calvert, Council's Norman Holzhauer, Dennis Finch, Pam Sitton, Herman Mulvihill, and Brett Huffstad were present. Mayor Calvert opened the hearing stating this was the host government hearing concerning the proposed landfill, and everyone who was signed in to speak would be allowed to speak. And anyone could leave a signed dated statement also, if they so desired. The published legal notice and posted legal notices are attached to these minutes. The clerk received 33 written statements and/or documents pertaining to the proposed landfill during the hearing. The mayor asked those who signed to speak to come forward to the podium and speak, and they would be allowed at least 7 minutes each. 6 people had signed up to speak. After these persons made their statements, the mayor invited others to speak. In total, 23 persons spoke against the proposed landfill, some more than once. Some speakers will have to allow others from outside to come in and speak. When there were no further speakers requesting to speak, Council Finch moved to adjourn. William I. the town clerk report.
Make a motion to accept it with the correction of the date, time change.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
The minutes of June 14th, 2011. Meeting called to order for Mayor Calvert. The council sitting asked the clerk, due to the clerk being ill and not present.
Wait a minute, Bill. You said the 14th?
June 14th.
Okay, I don't have that one.
Lisa Bear and Brett's all right. I don't know how that matters not to give you. Meeting called to order by Mayor Calvert, with council sitting there and acting as clerk due to the clerk being ill and not present. Roll was called with Mayor Calvert present. Council's Holzhauer, Finch, Sitton, Mulvihill, and Huffstad were present. At quorum being present, meeting proceeded. Reports of special committees. Council Finch reported on his contact with scouts and their possible work project and his needing a plat of the town council property. There were no reports of office, complaints, petitions, or appeals. Communications. The mayor read the invoice from the Banner Herald, $284 for the last published legal notice. Council Finch moved to pay this invoice. Council Sitton second. Motion carried unanimously. There were no resolutions or ordinances. Council Finch spoke about the need to grind the stumps and finish grading on the park side. Discussion followed with Council Huffstutler stating he knew someone could possibly do this work. It was agreed to have Council Huffstutler look into this and possibly get a prize. Discussion followed about the grading and location of utilities. Council Huffstutler spoke about getting a defibrillator to have it for emergency use to save lives, as the closest one was at Warrior. Possible cost being between $3,000 and $5,000. After discussion, it was agreed to have Council Huffstutler look into this further. Public comment, Mr. Paul Mahaffey asked about the possible grading and ditch work being considered. Some discussion followed. Council Finch moved to adjourn. Transcriber William I. town clerk.
Motion to accept the bill. No make a motion to accept. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? You ready with the financial report?
The financial report covers May and June. Our starting balance, May the 1st was in general fund, was $17,545.29. The ending balance, June 30th was $26,104.58. And you can see the deposits. No unusual payments. accept check number 1630.
Which check?
That was the one you had the dog bit
Oh,
the number off,
yeah,
and then it's stapled to stubs.
yeah.
Okay, that's the general fund. You want to proceed on to the,
Yeah,
okay, the 2 and 7 road account, May the 1st, the balance was $14,124.33. Had a deposit from the Jefferson County C&D and the state 2 and 7 gas tax. And of course, in May, we paid out streetlights $245.62, and streetlights again in June $245.88, leaving a balance. Oh, and we had another deposit from the state of $122.75, leaving a balance at the end of the month of June of $14,268.46 in the 2 and 7 road account. That's page 4. Okay, on page 5 is the 4, 5, and 6 road account. Starting balance May the 1st, $10,338.24. State deposit in May of $99.04, and the deposit in June of $102.38, leaving a balance of $10,539.60 in the 4, 5, and 6 road account. No other activity. Page 6, the capital improvements fund, starting balance May was $3,739, and there was no activity through as we not got the correct invoice from the equipment running it, so the balance is still $3,739.69 in the capital improvements fund.
What do you show that check was voided? Because I don't see it on here.
Which,
That check that the dog got a hold of.
well, it wouldn't show here, it'd be voided back on that month, but it's stapled with stubs.
Okay.
Have any questions? I got 2 copies. You make 2 copies? One was just May on and one was May and June on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is, what it is. right
Oh,
there.
well, the other was left here at the last meeting, and I didn't know whether everybody had one or
That's what
not.
it is. Okay.
So I just did them both again.
Oh.
Any questions? Motion to accept, is there?
Motion to accept.
second. All in favor? Reports of standing committee. You got something in? Well, you got anything over there?
Yeah.
I really have nothing to report, Mr. Mayor, other than the fact that we're awaiting a current plat of survey for the town property here to turn over to the Forest Council. Make progress. Program that they're undertaking. Inasmuch as the Boy Scouts need a minimum number of hours of work, we can't really divide it up between fire hydrants and other work. We have to give them the whole thing so that they have enough to complete their the clerk has contacted Jefferson County. My understanding that Jefferson County is going to send us a hard copy plat survey. Do we have, George, we have any, do we know when we'll receive that?
No, but he said he'd get it out right away. I sent him a self-addressed envelope, a big manila envelope, and stamp, and they would forgo, he said they'd forgo the $15 fee since we were municipality.
When did you send that to them?
About 3 days ago.
That's all I have.
Sent it, I think it was Friday.
Reports of special committees. Reports of officers. Readings of petitions, applications, complaints, appeals, communication. Any communication?
I got a email from Gennell White at Jefferson County EMA, and in regards to us getting a tornado siren and a safe room built here, we have to adopt the mitigation plan, but are down to get these items. But we have to adopt this resolution tonight, adopting the 2009 Jefferson County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. And I can read the whole resolution.
Do we have a copy of that?
Yes.
Let's wait till we get the resolution.
Okay. But we need to pass that in order to qualify for, but Mr. Knepper has put us down for those items. And they said they would contact me soon because they had so many layoffs. It's going to take a while to get out and survey the site for the siren.
You got any other communication?
Or those. Well, I also have a communication, but we can cover it in resolution about the information technology department.
Auditing account. Resolutions.
Okay, you want me to read the whole resolution?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's a resolution adopting the 2009 Jefferson County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan in fulfillment of the Federal Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000 and local mitigation plan requirements of 44 CFR Section 201.6 and FEMA Local Multi-Hazard Mitigation Planning Guidance. Whereas the Federal Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000, DMA 2000 in parentheses, is administered by the Alabama Emergency Management Agency, AEMA, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, provides federal assistance to local governments to alleviate suffering and damage from disasters, and broadens existing relief programs to encourage disaster preparedness plans and programs, coordination and responsiveness, insurance coverage, and hazard mitigation measures. And whereas the DMA 2000 requirements for local mitigation plans are set forth in 44 CFR section 201.6 and the local multi-hazard mitigation planning guidance, FEMA, July 1, 2008, federal planning criteria. And whereas as a prerequisite for each Jefferson County jurisdiction to continue to qualify for FEMA mitigation grant assistance programs, the DMA 2000 requires a 5-year update of the Jefferson County, Alabama Natural Hazards Mitigation Plan, which was approved by FEMA on June 21, 2004. And whereas the AEMA has awarded a $242,700 planning grant funded through the FEMA Hazard Mitigation Grant Program, HMGP, to the Jefferson County Commission to fund 75% of the total cost of the 5-year plan update for all jurisdictions within Jefferson County. Whereas the 2009 Jefferson County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan has been prepared in accordance with DMA 2000 requirements under the direction of Jefferson County Hazard Mitigation Planning Committee with support of the Jefferson County EMA on behalf of all jurisdictions within Jefferson County. And whereas said mitigation plan addresses all natural and human-made hazards deemed to threaten property and persons within the unincorporated and incorporated areas of Jefferson County. And whereas the federal planning criteria require formal adoption of the FEMA approved plan update by each participating jurisdiction, therefore be it resolved that the 2009 Jefferson County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan is hereby adopted and made effective, and is placed for the date and all of y'all to sign.
All right, is there a motion to consider?
I'll make a motion to consider.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, we'll do a voice vote on that.
Okay. Mayor Talbot,
Yes.
Norma Hosauer,
Yes.
Pam Sutton,
Yes.
Dennis Finch,
Yes?
Herman Mulvihill.
Yes. All right, is there a motion to adopt?
I make a motion to adopt.
Is there a second? Okay. All right, we'll do a voice vote on that.
Mayor Talbot,
Yes.
Norma Hosauer,
Yes.
Herman Mulvihill,
Yes.
Dennis Finch,
Yes?
Pam Sutton. Okay. Unanimous.
You got a copy for us?
Yes. And they asked at least one copy. I'll make copies of these. The original, so I'll ask y'all to use blue pen if you would. Copy of the resolution we did, I believe was back in December, with the information section, the maps section, Jefferson County. Well, they said that agreement was, they need a new resolution where it states the agreements with the county commission instead of that department. And the only difference is, instead of saying it received GIS data, it just says received data and other informational services from Jefferson County to town business. I'll just read it. It says to give, but that's the only difference, is to give Mayor J.L. Calvert authority to enter into a contractual agreement with Jefferson County Commission to have the town receive data and other informational services from Jefferson County to town business, and possible sharing with contractors as needed to conduct town business. This resolution nullifies and replaces the previous resolution that's matter passed on December 14th, 2010.
All right, is there a motion to consider?
I move to consider.
Is there a second?
Mayor Calvert,
Yes.
Norma,
Yes.
Hotel, I'm sorry. Herman Mulvihill,
Yes.
Ben Spence,
Yes.
Pam Sitton,
Yes.
All right, is there a motion to adopt?
I'll make the motion to adopt.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
Bill?
Mayor Calvert,
Yes.
Norma Holzhauer,
Yes.
Herman Mulvihill,
Yes.
Ben Spence,
Yes.
Pam Sitton.
Yes.
Unanimous. This is something the League of Municipalities has suggested. As y'all know, back when I was on the council about 10 years ago, we passed an ordinance that where the insurance companies pay, I think it's roughly $10 for every 100,000 in liability insurance or insurance that they have enforced in the town. We have no way of investigating whether they're actually paying it or not. The League, and this applies only to delinquent. The League of Municipalities has sent an agreement. They will investigate and collect. It doesn't cost us anything except 50% of any delinquent amounts, and the rest is remitted to us. I don't think it's a lot of money, but that's what the agreement amounts to. It said this agreement would be between the Alabama League of Municipalities and the county line. The league will make necessary investigations and collect unpaid, escaped, and delinquent privilege or occupational license taxes from all corporations, firms, and associations transacting insurance business in the city in accordance with the requirements of the ordinance of said city. The city should not incur any expense or liability in connection with such investigation collection except as hereinafter set forward. The league at its expense will write all necessary letters and assume all other expenses incurred in collection of said license taxes, including legal expenses. The city authorizes the league to employ legal counsel and take such legal action in the name of the city as may be reasonably required to collect such taxes, and the city agreed to cooperate in the issue if, I don't know how to pronounce that right, Fiera, facious or other action requested by the league as may be necessary. In order to defray the cost of the investigation, legal expense and collection of these license and premium taxes, the league shall be entitled to 50% of all amounts of such delinquent and escape privilege or license taxes recovered, and the remaining 50% remitted to the city in a timely manner accompanied by itemized statements. During the term of this agreement, the city shall notify the league of any payments or compromise settlements received by the city on such delinquent license taxes due from insurance corporation, firms, and associations and forward any correspondence received in connection with such delinquent taxes to the league for further investigation and handling. This agreement shall remain in force and effect until terminated by either party upon giving at least 90 days notice in writing to the other party.
I think, Mr. Finn,
I believe there's an error in paragraph 3, last sentence. Operate in the issuance that likely should be of instead of if. Fiera facias.
Maybe, I just downloaded this, I didn't type this.
that wasn't your mistake, was it?
Well, if, though, I don't know what that word means.
Well, it's Latin, Latin escapes me.
But anyway, I just downloaded it.
All right, is there a motion to proceed?
They advise there's no hurry on this, if we want to.
Anybody got any comment? Stop that.
Mr. Mayor, I would recommend that we defray movement on this until we study it a little bit more. Inasmuch as it's not a piece of business that needs immediate attention. And I'll undertake to look into just what is meant in paragraph 3 there, and determine if there's a correction.
So you want to make a motion to table it for further discussion?
I move that we table it for further discussion and investigation.
I'll second. All right. All right, everybody? Go ahead and vote, all in favor?
Go back that one, sign.
Yes, sir.
So you got this?
That's all of it.
Let's see. Ordinances, orders, and other business. Our lawn care man has resigned. So, anybody have any idea of who might use? Mayor John Dixon, we can have a job, I haven't talked to him, but I will. Maybe somebody else. We want to keep the pay the same as it has been, but agreeable. If we can. We'll come and we'll off a little late. So, we need to check with them, and I'll come back.
What was his name?
John Dixon,
Okay.
just so there goes.
I make a motion, somebody had to come in and show them what to do, but pays a brief.